Welcome back to CHOWTIME Pods. Your host, Red. We got a video today from Manhood.
All women are 304s. Nope. There is no such thing as traditional women
Remember, not everything is all. Nothing is a monolith.
anymore. Wrong.
Just a lot of them, though.
Women simply aren't worth it. What does that even mean? I am so tired of all of this negativity. Are you going to insist that masculinity is about growth, suffering, and overcoming difficult things, and then just not date because it's hard? Are some of you really so pessimistic and self-hating that you will just resign yourself to never feeling love and affection? Are you really going
We're not pessimistic or self-hating, but when the statistics are just so against you, it's hard to logically think you have a chance.
to sit here and insist that you have all of the answers to dating and then just refuse to pass those answers on to a woman who is ready and willing to please you? Tell me, what
Ready and willing? There's very few women that are ready and willing.
battle are you even fighting? You insist there's
I mean, they are for the men they want, but they don't really want average guys.
a problem, but you aren't trying to actually solve it? What is the point of all of this other than to just kick and scream? There are a lot of great women out there looking
Oh, so we just can't kick and scream and complain? We just have to solve our own problems? But you guys can come on here and just say all men are bad, all men are evil, and just complain about things? We want to complain too.
for men with your values. Go meet them, be strong in your convictions, and enjoy the life that you can create with them. Because the negativity has got to stop.
I mean, the negativity comes from both sides.
Are you just so pessimistic and self-hating that, yep, we are. We love our peace.
I wouldn't say like self-hating, but definitely a little pessimistic though.
I have a question for men. I feel like a lot of men are no longer interested in dating.
Nope.
They give up on dating. They're not
Yep.
even trying. Why do you guys think that is the case?
They keep asking, but they truly know inside. It's you guys.
Men don't go after women anymore nowadays, and part of the reason is that it's just become so hard because we women have become so demanding. Not that long ago, a marriage was seen as an economical agreement, and the husband was expected to provide for his family and to protect his family. But in those days, we women were still financially dependent on men. But now that we make our own money, we don't just want a husband to be a provider or to protect us, but we want a husband who can really understand us, who can feel us emotionally, and who can help in the household, and wait a minute, who can also be a very good father to our kids. But it's not just because we're financially independent that we have these expectations. It's also that society, the way it's set up, has changed completely. We used to live in a society in which we had a whole support system around us. We would have barbecues with the neighbor on the corner
Yeah, I think women are the ones that killed this support system for themselves.
every Sunday. We would drink coffees with our neighbor every morning, and we would discuss our problems. But nowadays, because we also work, we live way more isolated, and the time we have off, we spend more and more with this one person who's our husband. And what that looks like in reality is that we sit on the sofa at night and we watch TV together. We look at rom-coms in which the man goes through hell and back to win a woman's heart. So besides the fact that practically seen we expect more from
Yeah, the rom-coms are not real life. Men aren't gonna simp until, oh, you figured out that I was the one after this whole time of getting ran through. Men have learned.
our men. Our brains are also fed with all these fantasies about how relationships should and could be.
Exactly. Fantasies. Fantasies.
And men have stopped to go after women because they freak out with the thought that they have to deliver all these things that women expect nowadays.
Dating,
I mean, I tell you the truth, I don't think most men mind doing all those things if we actually got a good woman to reciprocate, but it's just so hard to get that reciprocation.
relationships, and marriage are collapsing. Not because men suddenly got lazy, but because modern women turned it into an impossible game. Once upon a time, a man provided, protected, and built a family, and that was enough. Now he has to be a provider, therapist, emotional sponge, part-time nanny, household maid, six-figure earner, and somehow still the romantic knight from a Hollywood movie.
Fantasies.
But now in 2025, you can't see the competition. The best way that I can put it is, you know you're up against something.
True.
but you have no idea what you're up against. You know there's competition out there, but you don't know what level that competition is. You know,
This is, damn, okay, this is so true, right? Because we don't know the level of caliber of people that just have access to. Women have access to so many calibers of men nowadays through dating apps, Instagram, and all these things.
you don't know if she's talking to some, elite multimillionaire, so these male models, college athletes, professional athletes. You have no idea what you're up against. So as a man, you just kind of, let's just be honest. Most guys out there, you just kind of put yourself out there and you just kind of hope something works, and you're kind of at the mercy of the world. Take me or leave me. And
I think men have more agency than that, but somewhat.
majority of men are getting left out, right? Let's be honest. Not so much. I'm 39, so it's not as bad for me, but I do feel for the 19-year-olds out there that this is what they were thrown into.
I do admit the young guys, you guys are in like a world of hurt, especially when it comes to dating. Young modern women nowadays, I don't even know what to say to young men out there, other than, again, put your head down and wait till you're 30 or so when you actually have, some resources and stuff, because anytime earlier than that, it feels like you're chasing nothing.
Right? They're not really sure what to do. Now, with everything that we've mentioned so far, the current programming, the current zeitgeist, it's in our blood to be monogamous. It's all out of whack. Social media causing you to not really know who's sliding in her DMs, right? You don't know who you're up against thanks to the DM.
Maybe she's not talking to elite male model millionaires. None of them are. She's talking to toys. Cheaters, abusers, exes, has-beens, or never will-be's. She just needs validation at all times, and men are simply sick of it.
All right, ladies, let's talk about why men do not court anymore. Let's go. The reality is that modern feminism in a lot of ways had us as women take a gamble, and we lost. We took the bait that being sexually promiscuous and having no standards and no self-respect was cool and in. We decided that we would give men access to our bodies and our time and our energy without them having to put in any effort. We have allowed men to do the bare minimum for so long, and we still give them benefits that they don't deserve.
I 100% agree. But now men are used to it. Men are used to it, and it's just so hard to go back.
And so now men are following suit, and we are confused as to why this is happening. It's okay to want a man to lead and support you, but you have to understand that we collectively as women set the tone. So if the tone of the dating market is that all women are easy now and that men can pretty much get whatever they want and do whatever they want.
It's not all women, but there's enough out there.
And still get access to us, then that's what the majority of men are going to do. There are plenty of men who are good men who love women and respect women and honor women. But even those men, if they are single and there are women out there that are throwing it at them, they're going to catch it. So just ask.
I say this all the time, right? If there was a naked woman right in front of you, I don't think most men are going to say no.
Yourself, what kind of woman are you? And are you contributing to the problem? Are you the kind of woman who is allowing men to be low vibrational and contributing to this idea that all women have low standards and that men can do the bare minimum and get away with it? Or are you a woman who's leading by example and challenging other women around you to do the same by operating from a place of self-dignity, self-respect, values, standards, strong boundaries, a woman who knows her worth? Before we start whining and complaining about what they aren't doing, let's take a look at what it is that we are doing.
It'd be
Lord,
nice.
my dear sister, you use words like dignity, self-respect. Most women today don't understand these words.
Morals.
Men are also done with all the drama related to your gender. Simply put,
So, why does dating feel almost impossible for men in 2025?
Dating feels almost impossible for a lot of men in 2025 because, you look at the average guy. The average guy isn't getting matches on dating apps. He's not getting stopped or, getting a lot of affection from women in his daily life. He probably doesn't have a whole lot of friends. And so he's online and he's seeing all of these gorgeous women, some of whom aren't even real with AI now. There's a lot of AI girls out there, edited photos and stuff like that. And they're just suffering this constant barrage of them feeling inadequate by what their life experience is teaching them versus what they're seeing online, which is like a lot of, attractive women or couples or stuff like that. So they just kind of feel beaten down by it, and it really does suck being the average guy who isn't taking control of their life in today's day and age. There's absolutely no sympathy for them. But the good news is that
That's the crazy thing, right? People don't care about average people. They don't have sympathy for you. This is why I say try your best to be the best you can be. You might still land on average, but at least you're like the upside of average.
if you do choose to rise above this and do choose to actually start bettering yourself and start doing the things that is going to give you a result with women, then it can be possible to be successful. And the bar is pretty low because most guys don't try. Most guys just, wallow in self-pity, and they take themselves out of the dating market because they think that it's not worth it for them. But in reality, I don't care who I'm talking to. If you're watching this, like, you absolutely can change your circumstance.
I 100% agree with that. But there's also that thought process is it worth it?
Being 6 feet tall is basically a requirement these days. And of course, because of...
It's yes and no. I'm 5'7", guys. 5'7". I meet women. I match with women. I date women. It's not too hard. Again, I don't think I've ever got curved because of my height. But I don't really know if I got curved because of my height, because they're not like they said, oh, you're a shorty or something, right? So you can overcome a lot of these obstacles if you so choose.
social media. She has 100 men hitting her up. So why even bother?
Well, that's why you don't go after the women that have 100 men hitting them up. Not every single woman is entertaining 100 men.
There was a study done in the 90s, and what they found out, I think, still holds true today. So what they did is they took a group of men and they took a group of women and they categorized these men. So it was like high status, t-shirt, McDonald's. Same thing with the women. High status, t-shirt, McDonald's. And then they asked, the men, okay, would you go to coffee with this person, go on a date, marry?
We don't care.
In all three categories, the guy didn't care. It's like, yes, sure, whatever. With women, it was a whole different story. Women went to the high status man.
Of course.
For the majority of them. So that was for coffee, date, marriage. My takeaway on this is just goes along with the trends I've been seeing. So we are in this Kardashian culture and have been for, 10 years. I don't know.
It's pretty sad because women maybe have like 10K followers and all of a sudden they think they're Jesus or something, that everybody should be following them and they're the best thing since sliced bread.
I don't know how long they've been on, but this idea of perfection has just been kind of unseen before. I mean, before we had magazines, we knew they were kind of airbrushed, but what we see now, women are doing eyebrows, microblading, dermaplaning.
You're right, because they are seeking this perfection in looks because they think there is a perfect look. Because they're going towards that, they think they deserve a perfect man. Logic tracks.
Lash extensions, hair extensions, lip fillers, cheek fillers, breast implants, butt implants, fat transfer, taking ribs out. I mean, literally, women are taking their ribs out.
And it's just funny because we don't ask for these things. Men don't care for these things, and we actually prefer if women didn't do these things.
So I think just the pressure and the unattainable beauty that they put on themselves, they're also putting that sort of unattainable image and desire on a guy as well.
Correct.
And that's why these guys are backing out, because guys know, that's crazy. We can't do all that.
I'm not freaking Bruce Wayne Superman.
Some can. I mean, it's the small minority can do that, but for the majority of men, they're not going to be able to get to your high standards that you not only put on yourself, but you're putting on these men too. And I don't even know if women are aware that they're doing that. And if you think about it, it's really a beautiful thing that men will just kind of take you as you are. Like, they don't need you to be high status, or they don't care where you work. If you work at McDonald's or you're making six figures and some executive of a company. But look at what we're doing to men. We want them to just be everything. It's unattainable. They're getting out of the market, and rightfully so. So I even asked my brother about this. I said, hey, is this true? Like, men don't care? He's like, 1,000%. Men could give two shits. And I was like,
It couldn't give two shits.
That's going to be a topic then.
We live in a hookup culture and situationships. Those of us that want love get laughed at and played. It has turned into vanity and
It's true. The ones that do want families and stuff still do get laughed at a little bit.
high status.
But I tell you guys, if you guys want families, you gotta work for it. Remember, everything is earned.
So shallow. Put dating in the same category as alcohol. Fun for a short time with long-term negative side effects.
Ooh,
in a few
true.
short years, you're going to see many, many single women in their 30s onwards. Let them have their cats and independence. Men's best bet is to either not play the game or seek love overseas.
Take care of the man that takes care of you.
Ooh.
There's so much advice on the internet telling women to, play men, get that money, do that, whatever.
We know the sprinkle lady.
You're going to do that. But when you have a good man, make sure you take care of him. Make sure he is fed. Make sure his mental health is right. Make sure that he is working out. Make sure that he is not drained. Make sure that his back is rubbed. Make sure that he has a home-cooked meal every day if that's what he wants. Don't be spending all his money while he's high and dry and broke and you loaded over there. I feel like we have gotten to this mentality of like the rappers' girlfriends and baby mamas, and everybody want that kind of lifestyle. Women who are actually looking for a partner. If you are looking for marriage and happiness and stability and companionship, you cannot be selfish. Now, if that man ain't worth nothing and you just getting what you can out of the situation, then by all means, do you, boo. But if that man makes sure that you are respected, happy, taken care of, have all the nice things that you like, you need to make sure that he gets the same in return. I feel like this is why a lot of men are getting to the point where they're saying like marriage is no point for men. What are they getting out of marriage? And it's the same way for women. They feel like they're not getting certain things out of a marriage. But speaking from a perspective of having a good man that takes care of you, it has to be reciprocated. Don't be selfish, please.
And that's all men are kind of asking is don't be selfish. At least think of us sometimes, or think of us the same amount that we think about you guys.
I want a good man.
Big facts. We just want some reciprocation and to not feel like a walking wallet. They fail to realize if you do good by a man, he is going to want to spoil you. The happier he is, the more he is going to invest in you. Thanks for watching Manhood. If you
I always say it, right? Like when they treat us well and we feel like we're like kings and like we're the best in the world, we're gonna give them the best in the world because we feel they deserve it, because we feel so appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time.